Okay, so let me get this mouthful out. This is the Voigtlander 35mm Nokton Vintage Line Type 2. This is the black paint brass version versus the aluminum version. I just like a solider feel. I don't mind the extra weight for a lens like this. And I did a quick video on this already, but I've been using it for a little bit now. Some of the jobs I shot with it, I can't, I don't have the opportunity to show you, but I do like the lens. With that small filter thread on the front, yeah, you're going to have some vignetting, which doesn't bother me because I add vignetting to my photos anyway. Yeah, technically, I can't tell you that it doesn't distort in any way because I just don't look at it that way. I don't shoot things, but I did shoot some stuff for you guys today so you can see it. You make your own decisions on it. I'll just show you the photos because I don't do a scientific test on a lens. I shoot it, and if it looks good to me, I like it and I use it. If it doesn't, I don't. It's quite simple for me. But I understand a lot of you need that technical stuff. So first shot here, I'm shooting into the sun, well, into the sky, and I think the camera actually switched into electronic shutter, which is the very first time I ever saw that. But anyway, you can see in the top left corner, it looks a little darker. The sky is deeper blue there with no clouds. This is wide open at 1.5, and it's sharp. The fall off is great. I don't mind it at all. Yeah, I mean, it's a decent lens. Colors are fantastic out of this. Maybe a touch on the cooler side, but just like I said, none of this stuff matters to me. I just want a lens that works, and this 35 is the right size, the right weight for me. I said in my other video, it just seemed kind of a little bit more premium than usual for a Voigtlander. I don't know what it is. The aperture feels great, the focusing feels great. It may be just because it's a brand new lens out of the box, and I use mine so much. This was stopped down to f4. I'm just really impressed with the lens altogether. Somebody asked if it would match up to or compete with the Leica 35 Summilux, and I just, the new one or the old one, it just doesn't matter to me. I just think that's one of the best lenses ever made. I don't use it. I don't have it. I do want it someday, but it's not a top priority for me because I'm a 50 and a 28 shooter primarily. I love 50 for the studio. This is at 5.6, I believe, by the way. I apologize. But it's sharp. I wanted to do close focus because I want to see if there's any kind of shift or if it gets soft on, a closer focus. And I'm using the VisiFlex to make sure I'm, hitting focus and there's no errors on my part, which there still can be because I'm old and I wave, but it's sharp. This was close focus. And I'm happy with it. That's f4 or 5.6. It looks great. Do the edges look good? Sure. This is real world stuff. So, I'm not shooting charts. I did shoot a brick wall for you guys though. Not scientifically, not on a tripod, but I figured I'll just shoot a brick wall just in case they can get something out of it. That's coming up shortly. But anyway, yeah, I mean, everything that I threw at this lens, just walking around my building here, it just seemed great. This is wide open 1.5. It's sharp, it's good. I'm happy with it. It handles 60 megapixels pretty damn good. So yeah, what's there to complain about? There is some vignetting, okay. You're looking at a 1.5 with I think, what is it, a 39 millimeter filter thread. That's a small front. You're going to have to get some kind of vignetting, I would say. But there'll be guys up there shooting charts and all the technical stuff if that's what you need. But if you just want real world, do you like the damn lens? Yeah, real world, I like the lens. As a matter of fact, I have a celebrity shoot on Sunday. I'm taking the lens, I'm using it. And yeah, I'm probably crooked or whatever, but and these lines on this brick wall aren't exactly helpful, but that's it. Um, and I'm just shooting colors for you to see, how the colors react to the lens and the sensor. I know a lot of people show the color on a lens and what it can do, but with every sensor that's going to be different. With every camera manufacturer that's going to be different. This is on the M11, so I think the colors are beautiful. Slightly on the cooler side, but not a negative on the cooler side, just slightly on the cooler side. I love the focusing tab on this. I'm really happy they went with that. I know a lot of people yell and bitch about the silver rim on the front. They do that so it doesn't chip away, from putting the lens hood on. I don't use lens hoods. I didn't even purchase a lens hood for this lens because the coatings are so damn good anymore. There's such a rarity that you're going to get a flare. And if I do have a situation where I can see a flare, I'm just going to put my hand up and block the sun that way. But I didn't get any flares while I was shooting any of this stuff. So not that I was shooting directly into the sun or anything, but anyway, like I said, I just wanted to give you a brief look at the lens, what it can do, how it looks, non-scientific, non-chart kind of stuff, and tell you if I liked it or not. And so far, I'm loving the lens. It's a great size, actually. I'm sure the aluminum is going to be super light on any body, and I don't think there's anything wrong with the aluminum. I just like that black paint brass feel with this lens. I mean, I think it's what, 280 grams, I'm guessing. I think the aluminum's under 200. So yeah, if that's an issue for you and for carrying, and usually it is for me, believe me, but if I'm using a 35 in an event, I'm taking a 35 and maybe a 50. I'm only taking two lenses anywhere I go. So I don't care. The 35 for me is fantastic. If I know I'm shooting in a smaller venue, I'm taking the 28. The 35 will stay at home. But like today I have a shoot, I'm using the 35 because it's a moderate size thing that I just have to do a quick shot for. I know the 35 is going to work well. And the celebrity event is, I know exactly what I needed to do with the person. So the 35 is perfect for me. And here's one last shot. I just wanted to show you the out of focus areas and what it does. And it's, what you would expect, beautiful round balls. And I know a lot of you like that. And when you go to the side, yeah, it footballs out a little bit, but yeah, I mean, man, if you're more concerned with your out of focus area than your focused area, there's more issues than bokeh.